Duke Traps, America's best trap value, proudly presents North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
Welcome to the show today. We're actually going through some of the pelts that I got when I was out in Kansas. And over the next 3 weeks, the next 3 shows are going to show you the Kansas trap line that I ran. We did really well. I ended up having to leave early. Had to get home. We had some employee issues that were just not getting the orders out that we needed to on a daily basis. So I had to come home and make sure that everybody out there that was ordering was taken care of. But we're going to, over the next 3 weeks, we're going to show you the Kansas trap line. We're actually out on Seth McGinn's property at Midwest Whitetails. He's got a fantastic operation there, wonderful deer hunting facility. He's got a lot of different land leased, and if you're looking for a quality Kansas whitetail hunt, you can't find much better than that. But we're going to show you the methods and techniques that we use to take most all of those possums and raccoons that are laying there that are going to be made into some of our hats, or we'll be selling them on our pelt rack for anybody that's looking for a nice wall hanger. But we're going to get out there. We're going to show you all you have to do, which is in essence very minimal when it comes to handling all of these different situations as they occur on your property. Well, here's another one of them drawl type situations. You can see how that drawl comes up out of there and comes up here to this top, and you can see the trails that come in here. And we got one DP there. We come down here. This is where they had their corn. There's still a little bit left, but there's another DP. We got one right here on the trail. You can see how that trail goes down in and around that bottom. And then over here we have the trail that's coming in, and a DP there. But we got 4 right here, and down here where there's no corn, but down towards the end, which I would, basically, again, it's a pinch point. It's one of those places that pinches them into a small area. Oh, you can see the trails that come along there. And we got a DP right there. And you come around the trails, you can see how they go down in. It's just crazy. I mean, they're just everywhere. We've got another DP right here, and you can see how the trails go down in under the wood and things there. Over here, you can see where they come up over the logs and go down in the bottom there. And I just couldn't pass it up. I had to put 3 more over here where they're coming up out of there. I mean, you can see they have that just barren where they come up over, run along this edge. We got one DP right there. We got another on this trail, and you can see how that trail goes right out through there. And we also put another one here at the intersecting point where this trail comes up over and down. So it's just right here on this point, coming up out of this draw, just crazy coon sign. And it's what you're gonna have. There's no market, there's no fur market, as I said. There's nobody trapping them, there's nobody hunting them. The dogs, they're not chasing them with dogs, and there's nothing to stop these things from just exploding in these areas. And you're gonna have trails like this, and we've got every one of them baited with coon buster and magnet. And I fully expect to come in here tomorrow and at least have a few. I mean, they've taken the cameras down. They haven't had hunters in here for a couple weeks, but they may have changed their patterns. But there's just way too much sign here that there's not some raccoons going to be working these areas tonight. But just awesome right on these trails. Make them bump their nose right on it. And you can see right there, just working around that edge, and they're gonna bump their nose on all of that. And we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We put 9 more sets in right there. So we're gonna try and put the hurting on them tonight and set myself up for disaster if we come in here and not have any tomorrow. But you know, you just can't set trails with this much sign and not have success with these dog proofs and a good system. So put them on the trails. I know it's redundant. Put them on there, make them bump their nose right on it, and you're going to be successful anywhere across the country.
Email us today for a free catalog to browse all of our traps and snares, baits and lures, and much more. Get all of your trapping and predation control needs by emailing to info@NorthAmericanTrapper.com for your free catalog. Proven products equals proven conservation.
Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
Well, we're ending the day here. We're actually on the Republic River, right on the bank of it, and it's a high bank. And you can see here how it's a high bank. But look at these coon trails coming up out of that bottom. We got some old beaver cutting there. You can see a bunch of coon tracks on that little island. But here's where they're coming up. I mean, they have that completely tore up. And when you get up on top, look at that trail that goes out right along the edge. And we got one DP right here. We got a DP here where they come up and out. And we just work along the trail to where we got our third right here and our fourth right here. And you can see there where they come up. They can come up right there where they're coming up around that tree. Actually, they're going out on that tree because look at the coon toilet. Look at the scat up there on that tree where those coons are defecating up on that tree. That's just prime location there. You can see the trail that comes out here. And oh, geez, we got another DP there. Imagine that. And then you come down along the trail and we have another DP there where it comes up out here, where another trail comes up over. Just put 7 DPs right there. We could put 50 here. I mean, that trail just goes the whole way down along this river. And when you're out looking, I don't care where you are across the country, if you find these waterways and you get up on these high banks, you're gonna have sign just like that right there, where it's just beat down, trails coming up and out, and trails going right across the top. But just a beautiful area. We've got 7 DPs here. We've got it covered. I'd be hard pressed to think if we come in here tomorrow and don't have at least 1 or 2. You know, just as you can see, I got 1 DP there and I got 1 DP there. They're about 5 feet apart, 6 feet apart. Make sure you keep them that far apart. If you get them too close, you'll catch one and he'll end up putting his other hand in the other one, getting more of your bait out. Just an awesome fitting end to the day on this water. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And we've got 7 sets on this trail where it goes along the edge and where it comes up out. And it's just a lot of sign. And I fully expect to have some here tomorrow, but we got 5 places set today. We got 54 DPs in. So we got 5 locations, 54 DPs, and we're gonna get up early tomorrow, right at daylight, and we're gonna go set probably another 50 to 60, and then we'll go check these in the afternoon. Bill Duke's coming in, the owner of Duke Traps. He's flying in to Kansas to spend a couple days here with me out on the line. So we're gonna wait till noon to go check him when he flies in and give him some opportunity to see it. But don't pass up locations like this. These high banks off of these rivers, you're gonna have that coon sign, and it's gonna be as many traps as you want to put in.
Email us today for a free catalog to browse all of our traps and snares, baits and lures, and much more. Get all of your trapping and predation control needs by emailing to info@NorthAmericanTrapper.com for your free catalog. Proven products equals proven conservation.
Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
Well, we're going to check this area that we set second yesterday. There's one right there. That trap, nothing in that one on that good trail, but boy, that's a big coon right there. Got that one there. Nothing in this trap over here. There's that one. Then we're on this trail up through here. Nothing in that one, and nothing in that one. So those ones, we got one. And then we have these set down here, and I see one there. There's a coon. Another, oh, we got a double here too. All right, there's one there, and another one here. So we got two here. That works. One there, and that's a big coon over there. God, that's a big coon. Well, that works, and nothing in that one, and nothing in that one. So 3 coons at this spot, first night. I fully expect to catch more here. I fully expect to catch more at the first place we were just at. You know, you just, you don't know what's coming, and that's a big coon right there, isn't it, David?
That's a big coon there. That's probably the biggest coon I've ever seen.
Dude, that is a hoss. Look at this. Look at the back end on that thing. Golly, that is a
holiday
big
ham right there.
That's pushing. You know, people talk a lot about. People will say, 30-pound coon,
right?
40-pound coon. That one there might actually reach 30 pounds.
Golly. All bowed up right there.
Yeah. What do you think, Billy?
I know what's for dinner tonight.
Oh, we're gonna have raccoon. We're cooking in Seth's can cooker. How about it, Paul?
Sounds like a plan.
That is a absolute pig. Well, we're gonna get these 3 taken care of. That's a real big one there. We got the one down there where we started, and then we have this one right here, which is another decent sized coon, just compared to that one across the way there. He's a little bit smaller. Well, we just took care of that third coon. Hey, we had 10 sets here. 3 coons, that's 30%. I'm always happy, and I want to make that point for anybody out there. I get asked a lot, man, I had 20 traps out and I caught 1 critter. Actually, that's not that bad. 10% is a good number. That's the number I kind of shoot for when I'm trapping canines. Now, coons, you want to have a little higher percentage, especially the first couple nights, because you're in an area and they're easier to catch. But when you're trapping coyotes or bobcats, the percentage would be even lower. So don't get discouraged if you are out there and you're not having something in every trap. The animals still have to come by. Have faith in your sets, have patience, and I promise you that they will come by. We got 3 nice coons here, 10 sets, that's 30%. I'm happy with that. Come in tomorrow, we might have another 3. That's another 30%. It doesn't matter. Put your traps in the ground, you'll be fine. Duke Dog Proof, doing the job again. Very easy to set, pulling that back. And we're just gonna put that in the ground right in the middle of the trail, find somewhere that's harder. There we go. And as we always use, our coon buster, it's just a tablespoon down in the trap. That's gonna be about right where the trigger is. That's as low or as high as you need to be, just above the trigger. Get them on that first pull, and then just a little bit of trailing scent, and you don't need to use too much, just a little bit of sweet right there. Those coons are gonna come in, smell that, taste that, work in here. First pull, bam, and they're right here the next morning. You do not miss them with these Duke dog proofs. You catch them, they're there the next day. My favorite trap, all around favorite trap, as I always say, is the Duke 1.5 double jaw, because I know that when you catch that animal, he's going to be there. This is my second favorite. Just every time you get a coon to reach his hand down in there, or a possum or a skunk, he pulls that trigger, you're getting him high on the shoulder. These have 3 swivel points: end swivel, mid swivel, center base swivel. Full range of motion. They don't have anything, and as long as you keep them from tangling up, they're going to be there. And we got 3 nice coons, and this coon here is just an absolute beast. I mean, that's almost the size of the beaver that I just caught out in Illinois. That thing's 20 pounds easily, probably 25, and he's probably close to pushing 30. But just really awesome. 3 coons. We're all rebaited, reset, and we're going to head down the road and hopefully take some more out. Our product spotlight this week is going to be on our Mountain Man bait. That is our premier predator bait. It's got the ground Angus, it's got the prairie dog, it's got the ground poultry, and you can see here that it's a really rich bait. It's got a really good food smell. It's not sweet. It's got some smoke in it. There's a lot of different ingredients that makes it attractive to not only coyotes, but we catch a lot of bobcats, fox, all the different things that we're going after are caught on that bait. And I've caught personally coyotes in 8 different states over the last couple of years. I know a lot of people have had a really good response from it. So if you're interested in any predator bait, our Mountain Man, you can go to the website, NorthAmericanTrapper.com, use code TVMTMN, and you're going to get 20% off. Code TVMTMN, and we'll give you 20% off of our Mountain Man predator bait.
Email us today for a free catalog to browse all of our traps and snares, baits and lures, and much more. Get all of your trapping and predation control needs by emailing to info@NorthAmericanTrapper.com for your free catalog. Proven products equals proven conservation.
Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
You can see where the trail runs and it hugs the tree. It hugs both sides of the tree the way this goes around. You can see how the trail comes around. I told you that that wouldn't be deer, that would be raccoons and stuff. And we set right here where it comes between these 2 trees, and we got ourselves a really nice coon. Another big Kansas coon today, but this is just that little patch of woods that separates these 2 fields. And that trail I knew was going to be a good trail, and most likely that coon was coming up that trail because he didn't come down it, or he'd have been in the trap that was up there a little bit. But real nice coon. Time and effort over the years doing things that are good for the trappers and good for the outdoorsmen. I just kind of wanted to give you a chance to talk a little bit about, you know, the whole line, and we're out here using the dog proofs today. But
Yeah. So in the line of trapping, there are so many different pieces of equipment people can choose, but there are very few real game changers. This dog proof trap, it's in that category.
yeah,
Anybody with no experience can take one of these and be successful with it. And people that are in the woods and know what they're doing, they can be so productive and take these nest predators right out.
and you actually mentioned a real key point there. Anybody can do this.
Yeah.
There is a setter that if you don't have strong hands, you can actually get a setter, but it's basically just pulling back, getting the trigger down in the notch, and that's set already. The bait goes down in. I don't put it to the top. We only go to the trigger. That's as far as you need to go. And you just put it in a place where it's hard, where it'll be stable. You bait it with whatever you want. We're using our Coon Buster magnet, but like I've said before, coons are not hard to catch as long as you're, you know, making them bump their nose right on it when they're walking these trails.
They can't resist it.
No, they really can't.
No.
And you said that's a game changer. This really is a game changer trap. It allows you to put a lot of traps out. They're not hard to set. They're quick, they're fast, they're efficient. It allows you to really find these trails, put them where they knock their nose, and you're going to get them.
Oh yeah. Yep. Totally easy to do.
Well, that's the end of the show today. As you can see, the Duke Dog Proof is an absolute fantastic piece of equipment that's going to help you handle all of those issues that you're having with whether you want your property to be more turkey friendly, or you're running a deer operation like Seth is, and keeping them away from eating 50 pound of your deer corn every day, or whatever that reason is. Those Duke Dog Proofs are going to help you out. And this is week 1 of our Kansas trip. The next 2 weeks we're going to be in Kansas showing you more action from our line. You'll see as the couple next shows go on over the next couple weeks, the sets where we have them are put in places where it's natural travelways, those high banks, those areas where you're going to get animal traffic coming from all directions for miles. And that's what we're looking for. And that's why these sets connect. And you're going to see that over the next couple weeks. If you do need any products, we've got our product wall here. Everything from gloves to trap dies, wax, traps, everything that you're going to need to be successful when you're out there. And we definitely appreciate your business if you decide to reach out at NorthAmericanTrapper.com. As always, proven products equals proven conservation, and we'll see you next time. The brand is so much bigger than myself or anybody involved with what we're doing. It's the tradition of, it's that woodsmanship that these kids and even adults can learn just by being out there. That's what we're trying to do. Trying to get people involved, trying to get people to feel that. And every time you go out there with them, you're experiencing that outdoors through them. We're showing the simplicity of things, and we're trying to debunk a lot of those myths that maybe scares people away from doing it at times, thinking that, it's just too hard, there's too much into it. No, it's pretty easy. And we're going to show you how easy it is, and you're going to be able to go out and do it.
Get started trapping those problem animals and nest raiders today. Become the steward of your own land or lease. Visit NorthAmericanTrapper.com.